South Sizzle. It's kind of nice out here. That's popping off though. They killed the Bears' dream. I think that was an inside hit, y'all. I don't trust it. That was an inside hit. Get rid of the Bears so they can operate how they want to operate. Ain't trusting it though. The Super Bowl, this is the last day. It's y'all last game anyway, so. Oh, yeah, basketball. I forget my damn ear. My ear damn don't get to roll. Roll up out of here. What more can I say? Chicago. No, we'll take that ear out, buddy. Take that out, buddy. I just did a headlight. Ain't enough. Yeah. What you got going on over there, Wayne? Chilling? Bored? And silly? I did have a car out there. It wasn't nothing but a headlight, though. I put another pigtail on the end of it for the headlight. That was in and out. That was too quick for me. I need to be pulling the engine. A headlight. Man, where them engines at? Maybe pull some engines out. Get some engine money, you dig? Some real dough. I ain't got no problem with brakes and stuff. That's cool, but let me keep that. I need some engine money. Some real muscle. Some engines and transmissions. Y'all get on with your man. Want your engine put in, transmission, holler. We're gonna put them in. We're gonna go through it to get to it. Going through it to get to it, baby. Do another tool. Yesterday, what was the tool I did? Y'all remember? Making sense out of these tools, you did? Share some information. Especially for my young brothers. You looking for something to do? Learn how to work on cars. They can talk, but let me show you the numbers. You did? Hey, they be talking, but you can't be listening to what everybody be talking about. They don't know what the fuck they be talking about. Hey, they mean good. They mean well, I know. I'm gonna get you a few tools out for you. And I'm gonna explain these tools and just how important these tools are. These tools, you looking at this like this tie rod separator. Ball joint tie rod separator, right? Looks like a regular little what? $30, $40 tool, OEM, original equipment, right? Separator, ball joint separator. Say you have a bad suspension. Your suspension is acting up. You hearing clunking and noise, or the car's pulling a certain way, right? You got ball joints, and you got control arms, lower control arms, upper control arms. Ball joints, tie rods and outer tie rods and inner tie rods, but the outer tie rods helps to keep the car rolling straight, right? You want it straight. Straight line. And your steering wheel is what? 3 and 9, meaning going straight across. 3 and 9 o'clock. And when you turn it, no matter what, you want to come back to 3 and 9 o'clock. Well, this tool here, when it's time to change your ball joints, mostly ball joints come in control arm. You get the full control arm. A lot of people don't knock the ball joint out and change the ball joint over, but if that's what it is, that's what it is. Either or. Get the control arm, replace the control arm. Well, when you take the ball joint tie rod loose, If they're stuck, sometimes you can bang on the side of that metal and it'll loosen and allow you to remove. But just in case it's stuck, say you got an old ball joint in there and the rubber around the gasket. Let's just say, yeah, gasket, that rubber fitting. It's a rubber fitting at the end of it. And that rubber fitting is full of what? Grease, which allows that thing to constantly rotate. Allows it to constantly rotate without rotating. We pack it with grease so it won't be, you won't have metal on metal. And it allows for a long life, a longer lifespan. Imagine metal on metal rubbing all day, it's gonna burn and eventually break before the day is in. But what it is packed in grease, right? The boot's busted. Or if you know what you're doing, you know how to get in there. This is the tool that we use, a ball joint separator. So you should figure you pay 30, 40, 30 to 50 bucks for this. Okay. What this tool in my hand, now to the average person, they'll look at it like, oh, that's just something. That ain't nothing. But to an automotive technician, this tool is a ball joint separator. In his hand, say you're doing a control arm, that's $350. You use this $30 to $50 tool to separate the ball joint. Say you might have to separate the tie rod. What if you got upper control? No, you ain't got to worry about that upper control. You got that knuckle there, and that knuckle's you're gonna have an upper and lower ball joint where that knuckle will lock in from the ball joints. You just take the bottom off. You just take the bottom. Bam, bam. Ball joint separator, 30 to 50 bucks for the part. In my hands, what's 30 bucks can turn into 300-400 easy. It's one tool in usage, one-time usage, can turn $50 to say $250, $350 for control arm. And that's just assembling. I mean, that's just assembling. You buy your own part. You buy your own part. So you gotta figure what you be out close to 200 bucks. And I don't know where we get this idea. Parts, labor is gonna cost more than your parts, family. I don't know where people get that from. Oil change, I have to reiterate, your average oil change is gonna cost you no less than 75, 100 bucks. Yeah, I know when you tell people they get the whining, well, prices have changed. Parts have gone up. Well, what if you don't provide it? Well, my service has to reflect the times have changed, don't they? And that's what it's gonna reflect. Or you can go where you going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't arguing and debating. Nothing I do with nobody. Go where you're going. You know? It ain't no love lost. Do what you do because this is my opportunity. And if I squander it, then I can't blame nobody but myself. And at the same time, them same people who you getting a break, they ain't thinking about your ass. They thinking about maintaining their car, and it ain't nothing personal. That's on you. You get shit away for little or nothing. Cause niggas gonna stick to their prices. They gonna stick to the gun. That's on your ass. You can't blame nobody but you because you mismanaging your opportunity. That's what it comes down to. I can love your ass without giving away what I use to take care of me and my household. It don't work like that. You know? I could still love you, but I'm not giving away my goddamn expertise for nothing. Hell no. And if a person don't understand it, then that's on their ass. Go where you going. I don't have no problem with it. I'm looking for paying customers. I ain't looking for no argument. Don't even come to me, you're gonna be arguing. I got prices like CarX. CarX charging $250 a axle. That's what I want. $250 an axle. You getting the same amount of work. If you think CarX can do better, go to CarX. And I can supply the brakes too. Go on over there to CarX. I ain't got no problem with it. But those who know and know, the work speak for itself. I ain't got to sell none of that. Even if you've been coming to me for 10 years. What that mean? That ain't how my prices set because you've been coming to me for 10 years. Oh, well, you should let me know I should not. How about we go tell that motherfucker I owe the rent to? If I'm late on rent, how about you tell my girl that? You know, let her understand. Let's see if she understand that shit. I live with her. So if I'm late on my end, y'all already know what that's gonna look like. She ain't trying to hear none of that. They gonna look at you like, oh, that nigga and he need to get a job. What he doing ain't nothing, but all the time you got a heart for your people. They want to bargain your prices like, and then don't feel like you in the corner. Just don't do it. I just won't do it. I'm tell you the truth. I don't give a shit. It's just like not having nothing no way. Fuck that. I just won't do it. Real talk. I don't need you like that. I need my work to work. I don't need your ass. Because what you won't do, the next person gonna do. And if they ain't biting, you know you gotta give them something. You got to put something out there. You official. You know what I'm saying? We don't get stuck. Hell no. You shouldn't be getting stuck. You got the goods they need. You gotta change. You got to turn that shit in your favor. You gotta know you got the power. How the fuck you got the power and I got the goods? No, that money ain't no motherfucking power. You can replace that, but you can't replace your time. Can't replace that time. And can't know anybody do what you do. So, hell no. Stick to your guns. If they don't want to deal with it, forget them. Let them go on where they going. Because they going to charge their ass or they going to go somewhere and they going to pay anyway. Or if you going to AutoZone, go on AutoZone. You got somebody up there you trust that shows you that they capable. Just make sure they capable of doing what they doing. I ain't knocking nobody hustle. So don't knock my numbers. $50 tool in these hands, yeah, this somebody you want to invest in. Fuck what they talking about. I'm talking about all you gotta do is call me right now. Wayne, I need this lower control arm done or this ball joint changed. Okay, get your control arm. Matter of fact, I recommend you get both of them. If that one gone, get the other one. They was put on at the same time. Well, why would I do that? Because once we put this one on, I'm telling you through experience, that motherfucker is gonna be. You'll be calling me back talking about I hear the same noise, and if you call me talking about you hear the same noise, which I know is not the part that I put on there. Now I'll check it out for you. I don't have no problem with that, but it's gonna cost your ass because you asking me to give you a diagnosis. I know what I did before your car left me. I ain't guessing what I did. You guessing. So you're gonna carry the weight of guessing instead of trusting. You gotta trust. Or if you think it ain't done right, you go jack it up and go look under there. I wouldn't know what I was looking for. Well, you gotta trust me. The fuck? I ain't never did nobody car where I didn't left it and then got destroyed because I didn't tend to it the correct way. Never. Never. So I don't be wanting to hear that shit. You want my services? Pay. Like I gotta pay you. That's what I went to school to learn this for. This is my come up. Support my rise. Cause support my rise when you need it, I give you this shit. People know it wasn't, yeah, you should be making money off of it. That's the lawful thing to do. That's how you get rich. Follow the law. There's principles to fixing cars. And you need an alternator, you call me. Well, there's a set price. I need to follow the set price. If it's $100 an hour, then I need to learn those service hours. Learn what the service hours is, and you stick to that's the method. You can't do shit off grid because, like I said, when you it's a brick wall in front of your ass, and you trying to move that mountain, and you know what? Let me put this call in. Let me holler at my man. Look, I need woo woo till I get up. They gonna look at you like, ain't you working on cars every day? They ain't gonna remember none of that shit when you gave them a good ass price. While they talking about, well, can you give me a better price? Hell no, take it to the shop. They gonna give you an even higher one. You think you want to gamble that? Or you want to gamble going to some nigga in the parking lot? Once he fixed it, this motherfucker gone. Say that ain't his move. He just making a move, made a quick move so he can make some money to get where he got it going. His ass ain't gonna be there no more. That's the chance you want to take with a $30,000 machine. Be my guest. Or you want that security. You know where I live. I ain't fixing your car and running off. You get a return out of this. But like I said, this $50 machine, and don't expect me to charge less. It's a $50 machine. But in my hand, it turns to a $300, $400 job with this $50 tools. He the one you want to invest in. That's a solid return. Y'all looking at the wrong places. I need a shop. I should be able to turn this thing on and be like, you know what? I need 3-4 y'all to meet up with me. Let's put our money together. We're gonna get us a garage. We ain't got this. We don't need nothing but an empty space. We gonna fill that motherfucker up every time I get a call. So there go the phone, there go a front desk for a secretary. Now we're gonna need somebody to man the money. We got an account. We got a Square account running into a independent bank, independent of us. Okay, you at the front desk. You the service manager. You did. You the one that people gonna talk to, tell them their problem. You gonna write it down on a repair order, and you gonna bring it back there. They gonna once you take the credit card, swipe the credit card for the initial diagnosis, then they come back there, because we're going to take the repair order and hang it on the wall so the tech can get to it or hand it to it while you sit them in the waiting room. Look, you got to create all this. A lot of my, even with me, even sitting here thinking about it, like, bro, you a $1 million business. That trade you got, any trade, that's with anybody. You know what you got and you know how to use it. It's been working. Work your shit. Work your shit. Don't be looking past yourself, because you know you the one got the dedication. You know the energy you gonna put behind it. Then knowing it's yours, it's gonna make you rise to the occasion. Unless you want to fall by the wayside, then you can't be arguing talking about white people doing this and white people did that. Hell no. You only see that far because that's as far as your thinking. That's as far as people teaching you. That's as far as you teaching yourself to go. Hell no. What I got, that's why I'm on here making videos. What I got. They can talk that shit. Oh, you be late with this because I ain't letting the people know what I'm doing. And then I'm around y'all that don't understand $1 million motherfucking business. These hands is $1 million business. We take a tool. He go another tool. Now, when I go to take that control arm off, I might not need no extension, because I might have to just take a sway bar link off, which is connected. Most time they connect to the strut, and then they connect to the control arm somewhere. Off times, they connected to that control arm. So yeah, we're gonna need a wrench. A ratchet. So I could take the sockets and fasteners off. I say sockets, fasteners off. $10, $25 ratchet in my hands to do that job. Like I said, okay, this is an alternator. That turns to a $250, matter of fact, $350 job. You cover the alternator too. Give them a warranty on that alternator. And you charge them $350 to $375 with the warranty, limited lifetime warranty. Meaning when that one go, they bring that one back and you put the new one on. But it ain't for free. It ain't for free. I'm only responsible for the work. I ain't for installing. I ain't responsible for no warranties or none of that. Yes, I'll hold the warranty if I'm buying the parts, and you're gonna get that warranty. No problem. You purchase the part, you get the warranty. But you don't get no free labor. The labor is mine. You did. That's the beauty of the system. That's somebody. Hey, trust me, that's a career you want to get invested in. If you're not sure about a career you want to get involved in, go to automotive technology school, learn the trade, get the knowledge, learn the trade, and you can go in business for yourself. It's gonna be hard. Everybody gonna tell you give up. I wouldn't do that, but they ain't looking at the numbers. They don't know the intricacies of it. They looking at a ratchet, right? Shit, I'm looking at when you call me for a brake job. What they want, 200 plus for each axle. This is what I'm gonna use to make $200 per axle for your brake job. Why would I get that up? Are you crazy? So no, I ain't complaining about what white people doing. I learned how to unlock the power I got within me, so I could compete against white people, black people, brown people, and any other people that we ain't eating from the same table. I ain't gonna just lay that burden on white people, because black people don't support what I'm doing. So You ain't supporting what I'm doing. We ain't eating at the same table. You my competition. That's how that go. And it ain't nothing personal. That's healthy financial competition. So that means I gotta be on my shit round the clock because I got those who working against me. If you ain't working with me, your ass working against me. I don't care who you is. In this day and age, we should be sticking together and promoting one another. Anything else is bull. And I don't want to hear no shit about, well, I went to them because black people had this experience with them. Well, find you a black person that moves with integrity. Well, it's hard to find them. Well, goddamn it, create the atmosphere yourself where they have to respond to it and bring that back to you. If I'm not bringing hatred and disrespecting, you ain't gonna bring that shit to me. So that's how we nurture that. All that, oh, they won't. No, you just don't want to fuck with your people. Just say that part. Stop with the bullshit like, oh, black people won't do this. Black, no, your ass don't want to support black people. I'm good, God. You don't want to support them. Just tell the truth. But listen to Uncle Wayne now. Get this shit. I'm someone you want to support and any other man that's doing his own business. Because I could take a $10, $15, $20 tool, and when you come see me, it turns to whatever that value of the service you asking for. Yeah, that's somebody with it together with me. All that shit about, no, you better invest in that. I'm waiting on some calls now. What y'all waiting on? Call me. I need some engine jobs, bro. I don't sit around fucking around moping talking about what these people doing ain't doing. I'm gonna turn my video camera on because people don't know that. You spend $50, I spend $50 for this. You come see me do lower control arms. I'm finna turn the $50 tool to $350. Oh, that's what that is, $50. It's a ball joint. I'm showing them the importance of your tools. This a ball joint separator, y'all. You need a control arm put on. I'm gonna need it to take the ball joint off and the tie rod in. So I done turned the $50 tool to a $300 lick. It's business. It ain't nothing personal. So you better have you a mechanic. You might want to teach your sons to become mechanics and your daughters. You got women in the field too. Don't sleep on them. Because half the dudes will go to them before they come to you thinking it's sweet. But you know better because sis going to charge your ass and stick to her guns. And she going to talk about you and call you broke and anything else if you trying to pay her anything lesser than what she asked for. Sis ain't going. Maybe I need to go and get a business partner that's a sister. You trying to give everybody a break, Wayne, your ass gonna be broke. Sis ain't going. Hey, I love you, my brother, but I got bills. She ain't going. She trying to get her shit. Hey, this how I get it. You gonna respect it, or you can go over there with all that. You speaking Chinese right now. I'm gonna get a couple squares out. You speaking Chinese. What I did, I ain't do nothing but cut that thing $5. He put it in his car. Well, hopefully I got him for the branch. I mean the oil thing. It's like they charge me $100. I'm like, what? Come on, let me. I got you $50. Get your own oil. I think she want to put some training on Shadow. He said Shadow pulling on this. You know what I'm saying? Wrench. $5 wrench to take them bolts off. I'm doing what? See, I'm putting the battery in. Might need a ratchet. When it turned a $5 wrench into a $35 to $50 job. Well, it's $50 to put a battery in. $25 to $50. Stop playing. $5 tool. We get it cracking. That's the science. That's one you want to invest in. Let's get it. Now I just want to share that. I have to put the right videos up. Your child might want to be an automotive technician. Remember this video. Shit, I can send him to do. You can send him to do them brakes. Uncles and aunties, look. Your nephew, woo woo. He fixing these cars. What y'all paying? Your woman just told me she paid $100 an oil change, right? Hey, your son learn how to change oil. You send him to me, I'll teach him. Might cost you a little, might cost you a lot. But guess what? It's gonna save you a whole lot more in the long run. It's time for an oil change. You know what? I done sent woo woo over there. You ready? Sure is. Go get the oil. All you paying for is oil and a filter. You can send him under there. You know what? You want this video game? You want this outfit or something? Okay, come change. I'm gonna send you to Wayne. He gonna teach you how to change oil. Plus, I can make a video to walk them through in case they forget something, or they can come and see me again and practice on the car till they get it perfect. But we're gonna train them. You pay however many sessions it take for him to get it, he gonna get it. That's a big job. You don't want him playing with that, because if something go wrong and they don't do right with that oil plug, you can lose your car. The engine will lock up. No oil. We're gonna get them right. We can get them right, and you can make a lot of money. Shit, you can sell them. You can send them to your. You can have them doing your family's cars. Save a lot of. That's what it's gonna come down to. A lot of people losing money. I mean, losing jobs and this and that. Look, all that running to them people that do oil change. Like I'm hearing my brother talking about synthetic. Shit, your cousin who can change oil could put that in there. You don't gotta go to no dealership to get that shit did. You better quit playing. They robbing y'all. Yeah, I ain't knocking nobody numbers. Get your money, dealers and shops. But some of that shit, come see Wayne. I think I just won a customer. He like, I've been paying $100. Plus they charged me to take the cover down to get to it. I'm like, I ain't knocking that. That cover, a motherfucker, I would charge too. But I could save you some money. Come fuck with me. But you get your own oil. Hell no, that's the women, bro. That's what I say. They be tweaking. Y'all gotta plug y'all brothers, man. I don't know why they be selfish as hell messing with the brothers. That's gonna come back to bite y'all in such an ugly way. That's gonna bite you in an ugly way. They got money for everything, but when it come to y'all, I need to make a little more. I gotta finish this goddamn bill, or I'll be on the streets. I ain't tripping. I'll go in my motherfucking garage. Sleep in my garage. I know it won't let me down. But these people will turn on you on everything. That's just the nature of the beast. And I wouldn't be mad at them. I just had to think about it. Shit, I got a garage. I'll go stay in my motherfucking garage. No, I wouldn't do that. He gave up. Hell no, I never give up. Motherfucker, I'm telling you the ins and outs so we can come together on one common accord so we can get that produced. And once you see I'm producing like that shit, you don't want to quit your job. Oh shit, let me come this nigga secretary. Let me send his customers emails. We need to come up with this to offer your people, give them a free oil change. They come so many times. You know, that's a job. You can sit around and push that information, do email blasts, talk about real shit, real things that's going on with this business. That's incentive to create more business for us. I need to put me a crew together. That's why I like my girl. Why ain't you making them videos? So I can put my information out there and people will hear. That's what this Facebook and all that is for. That is for business. That ain't for talking about no goddamn. Well, the world hate us now. The world don't want to do this. Shit, I'm about these tools and how we can use these tools to get money. Fuck all that other shit. You can have Donald Trump. You can have Barack. I'm trying to get to the money, baby. How cut and dry. You did? Anything else, you can keep that shit. I don't need no holidays. I don't need none of that shit.